Great people of Biafra, by the special grace of Almighty God, I am serving the indigenous people of Biafra as part of this media team and also a deputy coordinator here in Brazil. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want to seize this opportunity to thank all the members of IPOB Brazil, the women leader and her group, and the rest of all who are standing up very powerfully concerning the freedom of over 80-something million population that have scattered all over the world. This is our time, and this is mission that we must all put our effort together. This very mission need a collective effort in order to achieve this very freedom. Freedom is never cheap, and it can never be cheap. Freedom is always expensive, but more expensive is to be being enslaved. Because if you want to be a slave, you spend nothing. They will offer you something in order way to lure you in and tie you the chain. But if you want to fight for freedom, one, you will waste your energy, you will waste your life, you will waste your hard-earned income. Freedom is never cheap. That is why many people, that is why our fathers pretend to be on chain throughout their life. Because sometimes when they look the danger surrendering the freedom, then become discouraged. But IPOB in this 21st century, we are not discouraged. We are hitting the end of our freedom. It doesn't matter the obstacle, it doesn't matter the circumstances that stand our way. But the most important thing is that we are getting there. If you want to defeat enemy, you don't defeat them with the spirit of fear. You defeat them with spirit of courage, boldness, and braveness. That is how to confront the enemy. Our fathers have dodged this particular responsibility. Most of them were bought over in order way to become the enemy's friend. But despite that, we are not concerned about their past. What we are concerned now, the present time of this 21st century. And if we miss it now, our children will have nowhere to live. This is a very assurance I'm giving everybody. Remember what I said one certain time ago. I said, anybody who is aiming to become Nigeria president without referendum agenda, an average man in the land of Yoruba, average man in the land of Hausa, average man in the land of Biafra should see that person as one of the greatest enemy. It's not too late for Ahmed Tinubu. There's still time on, but I am watching. But I want to release this word today so that this word will be written on marble. If Ahmed Tinubu exits that seat without freeing the Yorubas, I'm not asking him now to free the Biafran. Without giving the Yorubas freedom, how is he going to give the Yorubas freedom? He's going to give them freedom through announcing referendum, which everybody now will not come willingly and cast their vote. One man, one vote. Those who believe in one Nigeria will vote comfortably. Nobody will disturb them. Those who believe in the Oduduwa nation will comfortably vote. Those who need Ariwa will comfortably vote. Those who need Biafra will comfortably vote. One man, one vote. No fighting, no violence. But if Ahmed Tinubu fell, what the Northerners are suffering today is the same thing that will befall the Yorubas. And the Yoruba suffering will be more worse than the one of the Northerners. Remember how many years the Northerners have ruled Nigeria. Does it make any difference in their society? If you want to tell yourself the truth, the answer remains no. There is no difference. For those of you who are very ignorant, It is our turn. It is our turn. It is our turn. Now the Europeans are beginning to gather the momentum because they want to use P2B to deceive you, to knock you a very bigger chair. That is the person they are going to use this time. And many youth of Biafra will fall for it, the way the Yoruba youth fall for it. Because that is black man mentality. By the time they will begin now to tell them, it is our time. It is our time. What is that time that is them? Does that time make any change in your life? Does that time give you life security in Nigeria? I see a woman who is pregnant. We are struggling inside private car. And at the end of the day, this woman give up a ghost. What a painful moment. What a heartbreaking moment. I watched that video. I shed tears throughout that very day because I was looking at the heart of that very man. I was looking at the heart of that Yoruba man. He's not a Biafra. He's not an Igbo. That is what IPOB stands for. We don't discriminate. We don't isolate people. Anywhere the truth stands is where we walk in. We go there, anywhere that is troubling scenario to speak out the truth, we go there, we speak the truth. Let the fire catch there. We don't care. After watching that man trying to revive his wife, telling her the word, but that is not what the woman need that time. There is a little breath in that woman. What that woman needs is an oxygen from ambulance that will help her breathe until she arrived at the hospital with another oxygen that will accompany her into bed. That woman couldn't have died. But she was breathing, she was taking her own strength of breath with the little one she has. And that led to her death. Because of what? Bad government. Because of what? Bad government. It is their turn. It is the Yoruba turn. That pregnant woman that died and left the children behind for the husband. Is it an Igbo man? Is it an Biafra man? No. The answer is when you refuse to embrace the truth, you will bear the consequences of that deception you have accepted. This is what I keep on telling the people. People sometimes they will ask me, say, Lion man, we don't understand you. You don't need to understand people like us. You can never understand people like us. Because where I sit, if I see anything going wrong there, I speak out. That's why you will never understand people like us. People like us, we don't have permanent friends. We are like Trump. Anywhere we see righteousness, we follow. As we are following, if you notice any kind of manipulation, we tell the world what we see there. That time you will say, I thought you are my friend. I said, no, you are not my friend. I've done it here, I think 5 years ago. When a young man from our Igbo brother saw me in a bar, he was introducing me to people as a friend. I corrected him. I said, my friend, I said, my brother, I'm not your friend. Don't you know the meaning of friend? I said, I don't have friend. I told him before his eye, I don't have friend. I move with people that has something upstairs. If I found what I want, people who is reasonable, if it's a Chinese, I accompany him. I don't care where he come from. If it is an Indian, I accompany him as my closest person at that moment. I don't care. If it is an Hausa man who is truthful and reasonable, I accompany him. If it's a Yoruba man, I accompany him. I don't care where you come from. But what is important is stand by the truth. Speak the truth. Because everybody will die. Some people will say, if I speak the truth, how is my life is going to be secured? Which life are you securing? Are you going to live here forever? The answer is no. Who told you are going to see tomorrow? Even though you are dodging the truth. Oh, let me not say truth so that they will not kill me. Who tell you you will, even though you lie, who tell you are going to live tomorrow? Who guarantee you that? Are you the guarantor of your life? You know, when you understand the mystery of life, you abandon everything, you abandon fear, abandon what you want to gain in front of anything and begin to speak the truth. But that is where the joy is. And that is the greatest juju any man can acquire for himself. Truth is the highest juju, according to you people that believe in those nonsense. Truth is the key. Nothing else, nothing more. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want to speak this word to every Biafran, men and women of Biafra today. You see that one Nigeria? You see that one Nigeria? One Nigeria is utterly for the criminal-minded persons. It's not for you. Except you have that criminally minded spirit. That's when you'll be talking about one Nigeria. I keep on telling the people, we who have gone to somewhere and see something where the world is heading to, our life is completely in danger. Funanis have surrounded everywhere in Nigeria. The latest view where they are showing where the white people send their satellite. Do Nigeria know that? Do Nigeria know that? Fulani will strike at any moment, and the dead body will be so massive. Fulani will strike at any moment because they have already surrendered you. Because of the foolishness of your politicians, they have already achieved by surrendering you. In other way to cut them, to avert this particular projection, the only way out is your politician to facilitate referendum. Let it be that it is that referendum that will cause them to act. That time it will be more clearer to the international community. But if you try to go into voting in 2027, I pity all of you. I pity all of you. Most of you are waiting the time you are a man from the mosque will tell you, let us seek for referendum. Or most of you are waiting for the time your bishop or your reverend fathers or your reverend sisters and the pastors, Pentecostal pastors will come and tell you, oh yeah, go out there and seek for referendum. Let me tell you about religion. Religion is a slave code. There is no enough is enough. It doesn't make you a bad Christian. Any day you begin to speak out and see that umbrella where you are, where you say you belong, that particular place where you practice your faith, if you begin to see the negativity of originality of that particular umbrella of religion, you as a man, you will shed tears. Most of you think that religion is to God to deliver you. God can never deliver you when you are deeply into religion. Rather, God will allow Satan to tie you down more. But any day you get yourself and say, okay, religion is something that I don't need to be fanatic over. You begin to see your faith practicing, either you're Muslim or you're Christian, you begin to see that umbrellas where I can go under the roof and appreciate God for what God has done in my life. Only The day you begin to see them like that, that is how, watch the life of billionaires in the world. Even the ones that are Christian, do you see them being fanatic Christians? No. They can never be fanatic, but they know what is inside. They know that this thing is not for deliverance. This is for chain, to enact you more chain. What I'm saying now, you will not understand it because you're a black man. Most of you will not understand it because you're a typical black man. But the white people understood what I'm saying. But you can never understand it until all of you perish. The same people who brought us this thing. Now, good example. The same people who brought you the Christianity, are they not the same people who is arming the Fulanese? Are they not the best people who is funding and releasing ammunition for the Fulanese? Who are the people dropping ammunition in the forest for Fulanese? Is it not Britain? Is it not France? France, what can you describe France to be? Is it not a Christian country? What can you describe Britain to be? Is it not a Christian country? Do you know why Donald Trump want to withdraw U.S. Army from that zone? Because of he don't want to be part and parcel of this evil. Because Democrat administration is in line with that evil. Democrats, they'll tell you in God we trust. They will deceive you with Bible. Democrat, they will deceive you with Bible. But they are busy supplying sophisticated weapon to the terrorists that will come and wipe you out. Why? These are people who give you the Bible. That's the funniest part of it. Is it not the same people that give you the Bible? How did you think, what makes you think that the Fulanese were able to conquer the Hausas? Before I go to the Iromi incident, I have something to review there in Iromi. What happened in Iromi? But I want to ask you, what do you think that makes the Fulanese conquer the Hausas? I want you to answer that question. Because Hausas has a way of communicating to their God. Until the Fulanese brought Arab religion and lured them into it. Tell them Muhammad is this, Muhammad is that. Immediately they came in, they knocked them chain under that religion and begin to slaughter them. Today, where is their houses? And it's too late because they have already conquered them. The few ones now that is battling the Fulanese there now, they are just struggling to see how far they can. I'm telling the Hausas today on air, you cannot do anything. I have seen you, they have now taken you to the desert and slaughter you and bury you alive. I see the terrible thing there that is happening in the north. The media, Nigerian media are not showing it. But they are sending it. We have the opportunity to see all those things. Satellite is speaking it. Satellite is speaking them. And the white people are putting their hand on the job like this, shaking. If you see where this going, they are shaking. So black people are very evil like this, killing themselves. What I can only tell them sometimes, I tell them, this is the Fulanese we're talking about. And the Britain and the France are the one funding them. Look at how they are wasting human souls. Terrible things are going on in the north. Many people don't know. And after they finish that, they are coming. Those Edo people that has Igbo problem. The only problem they have is Igbo problem. I target Igbo problem. I target Igbo problem. Those Edo people now, where are they? They have all of them have hide. That is why when you stupidly hate your savior, before they map out one particular race, try to profile them for you to hate them with no reason. The enemies are very smart because they know that is the people who will save you when they rise to conquer you. They know that is the people. So in other way, to achieve their aim, they have to profile that particular race before you and hand it over to you. They will hand over that certificate of hatred to you and tell you, hate them. These people, they are not human beings. These people, they are evil. These people, they are this. These people, they are this. Because of your lack of education, you don't have academic research. You believe it. Go and go to Google, go and make your research. Igbos as a race have never conquered any territory in their life. Go and make your research. Igbo as a race have never, even at the olden days, they remain tranquil in their own spots. They never move an inch from their spot, try to conquer other places that doesn't belong to them. Rather, they welcome visitors and make visitors their first priority in their own place before the colonial master. Igbos welcome visitors and make sure that that visitors are well treated better than the people that are there. That is our culture. Then how come the same people who have this kind of culture are now a problem? Can a average Yoruba man come and tell? Because when I was schooling in Yoruba land, we met this very tough argument. But at the end of the day, you see a matured man. He will fall out from his mouth and say, and we bow down, and we bow bro. You now cool down because that's a way. It's not today that I've been handling matter professionally. I am not a violent person, but in as much I'm not a violent person, there are something that people is always afraid of me. If he match me on my toe, I will call your attention to know if he match that toe with mistake. But that time I call your attention, I say, brother, sister, you just match on my toe. And you tell me, what can I do? I will do you something that in the next of your, if you come life again, if you see me, you avoid me. That is me. But if you tell me, sorry, I didn't know, I take it. Either you know, you don't know. So far you say you don't know, I take it. I say, okay, no problem. But that time you look at my face and tell me, what can I do? I will do you that thing that I will do you. If you survive it in your next life, anywhere you see me, avoid me. Listen, Biafrans, you don't dare you use love to beg somebody who does not have value for love. That is the most foolish thing any human being can do on earth. If you know that you are being created by God, you are God made you, you must be behaving like God who make your maker. Because God, your maker, is this way. If you love him, he loves you. If you abandon him, he abandon you. That is God for you. If you accept me as your God, he will accept you as his son. It doesn't drag anybody to himself. And that's how human beings are supposed to be. This low life esteem is what is making some people, I don't know, especially the Igbo politicians, using love to beg people who does not have value for love. Sometimes I ask, what is the motive behind all this character? What is exactly motive behind the character of this begging for love? It's like a woman you stop on the road. Fine woman or fine lady or fine girl. How are you? Fine. Can I be your friend? And whoever that lady or woman or you tell you no. You ask her why. he begin to pressurize her. He begin to pressurize. He begin to beg her to be a friend. That is stupid of you. That does not make you a mature man. How are you? Fine. Can I be a friend? Oh, well, good. Can be a friend. You accepted. You accepted her. You don't dare you beg anybody for a relationship. That classify you. If you find yourself in such character, that classify you as the most low life esteem human being that has no value for himself. That means you have no value for your life. The plan of Britain and the Fulani over all of you. No, I keep on go every Nigeria person from the west to the north to the east to the south, all of them should go and kneel down and be thanking their God that there is people that God provided them, and these are the people that these terrorists are looking at never to strike. Let me tell you, they could have struck Nigeria 2023. But because of IPOB, they look at it and say, no, we will not achieve this thing with these people available. And that is why, and the Igbo politicians have never asked themselves, why is it Britain? Why is the Fulanis is pressurizing us to go against these people that they are not against anybody? Any day, Igbo politicians will sit down and begin to ask themselves this question. These people, they don't kill anybody. They don't harass anybody. They don't rob anybody. Their own is that they said they must defend their own people with this group which they have formed. Now, when you have somebody who vowed to defend his own, see, now, let me tell you how foolish Igbo politicians are. Now, I don't know the kind of oaths you have with the Fulanese that make you powerless in the political corridor. I know most of you were so desperate. Most of you are now committed to nonsense. But that is for you. That is for your own business. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. Now, we that are not into this commitment of one kind of nonsense cult or something, most of you belong to Freemason. But Freemason does not prevent you of defending your people. When you defend your people and you go back to the temple, when you are having your gathering, you go back to temple and the grand priest there challenge you and say, you tell the grand priest, I need to live. I need to be alive. In other way, to be part and parcel of you. If it is one of those members of terrorists who are there, because I know members of terrorists they are almost 25% in Freemason. I'm telling you, I know what I'm telling you. You challenge them there. They are not going to kill you there. You challenge them that. That's what makes you a brave man. You challenge them there. I cannot fold my hand and watch my people die. My people is my strength. Without them, I have no strength. You let them know in that temple. If it is this nonsense one they entered in Nigeria that have ravaged Nigeria, that make them senseless, Because every member of Ogoni fraternity, I call them senseless people. That the stupidest of all courts. You challenge them there. If it is that your problem. Now let me ask, where is the originality of those our forefathers, the court, the original Igbo court? Where is it? Because that one you can't go there and practice evil. You will die. Where is your conquer? Where is your conquer? Because you can't go there. You're afraid. If you go there and you kill innocent, you take innocent blood, you die. That's why all of you run away from the original one our forefathers manage and run to their own enemy's home, where you can kill your own people, share their blood, sell their organs without any consequence. All of us, we know all these things. We keep quiet. Since all of you, that is not telling you that something, these people, you are being deceived, you are being controlled. Mind, I call it mind control. They are controlling your mind. All this is nothing inside. Have you asked yourself, since all of you are taking our name, taking our pictures to these places, what have they done? Because one certain time in the north, one officer snapped a picture in Fulani Shrine. And they say, according to him, he said, this is the most powerful shrine. He snapped it and sent to me and said, Lion man, look at you. I said, photo. What is he doing there? I said, leave them. Let them be doing whatever they do. Many people, I said, that show you that what we are doing is heavenly ordained. Sometimes when I tell anybody, I say, my friend, freedom fighting, you must discipline yourself. Hunger will come. Let me tell you something. Hunger will come, but you must learn to resist the hunger. Because any day you allow hunger to control you, you soil your hand. Whatever they do to you, it will catch you up because you have defeated. You have just shifted yourself from the umbrella of protection. I keep on telling you, I am not afraid of any human being. I will tell you before your eyes. You're a pastor, I will tell you the truth before your face. If you're a man, I will tell you the truth before your face. If you're a chief priest, I will tell you the truth before your face. It doesn't matter where you come from. And after telling you, you will do nothing. I will even ask you to go and do your worst. All of you clamoring for one Nigeria. Imagine that they can prophesy something. More you are, more you are clamoring for one Nigeria, more you are clamoring for your death. What is happening today? What is exactly that is happening today? Most of people who believe in one Nigeria, they have gotten the test of one Nigeria. Today, they will only come to secret. They say, IPOB, this is not, I'm just seeing what you are seeing now. It is turn by turn. When they went to, when the Fulanis and Britain went there and told Hopos them, go and bring a job boys, let them come and kill the Igbos. I think they were busy slaughtering the Igbo youth in the Igbo land. Hopos of them hired them. They were busy slaughtering the Igbo youth. Some people we have very, very furious. They say IPOB acts. I said no. I saw these things you are asking leadership to act, leadership to act, leadership to act. I said, we don't want to turn our region into Somalia because this is what the enemy wants. You people doesn't understand how these people play this politics. This is what they want. They want that region to turn to Somalia. After they uttered that nonsense, what have them gotten now at last? Betrayal. The same people who are sending them are the same people who is about to slaughter them now. The same pattern they apply for the Hausas to conquer the Hausa is the same pattern they try to switch in every tribe in Nigeria. Because what they did in Hausa land, go and read the history of Hausa. What they did in Hausa, when they came in with their Quran, Hausas have the way to worship their own God. And the Hausas have developers. They are business brooms. I'm telling you. When they came with Quran, lure them in. Before you know what happened, those ones that love money among them, they begin to fund them with money. They use the same thing they want to do in Igbo land. They begin to empower those ones. Those ones begin to feel arrival. We have arrived. We have arrived. So the youth who want to challenge any bad activity, those elders which finance fund, they will go and kill him. They will bring that youth, they will kill. This is how they do, begin to slaughter the vibrant men in North, in Hausa, that's supposed to be the defense of the land. When they now achieve slaughtering them, using their own elder to slaughter them, they now came to the elders and wiped them out, overthrown them. The ones that are king, they overthrow them and replace them with the Funan. That's exactly what they want to do in Igbo land. What did they do in Igbo land? Having them fund their political elite, those that call themselves elite, they have already pumped money into their account. Even some of your pastors who carry Bible, they have already funded them. Most of them will not go about and tell you. Some of them will say, "That's one guy." He said, the pastor always tell him every Sunday, "Come out from IPOP. IPOP is evil." A pastor, he said he look at the man one day, and he's a very important member. He said if he doesn't come to church to play drum, church will be boring, according to him. He said one day he summoned courage to call the man inside his office and say, "Pastor, any day you open your mouth and tell me this word again, I will stop coming to this church." I will stop coming to this church. He said the man say, Are you telling me you will stop coming to the church because I tell you to come out? He answered him, he said, yes. He said, so that means you are, he asked the pastor, so that means you are hypo, you are against hypo. He said the man never be happy with him and he walked away. He said, tell the man, if it is here, God will bless me. May God seize that blessing. He said, walk away. You never go to that church again. And since that time, that guy left the church, according to him. He say things are very good for him. He said he get liberation, but he never know what that man used for him. But you know what happened that make him now say the thing? Do you know what happened? The time his brother were kidnapped, it is Nigeria army and the police involvement that lead to his brother's kidnapping. He turned around, begin to call the guy to beg him to come back. The guy said, no, I'm not interested in that place again. So they will apply everything which they have done in IPOB. Many people that I know, one is in Canada, who removed him from IPOB. Celestial pastor, a Yoruba man, remove an Igbo man who is looking for freedom. A Yoruba man convince an Igbo man, drag him out of the movement. The only thing I asked him once upon a time, I say, since you left and follow your Yoruba celestial pastor, have you become a billionaire? Have you become rich as Bill Gates? He didn't answer me. I said, imagine a matured man with family, a criminal, a slave master, carry you in other way for you to remain in jail. And you as matured as you are, full of over 50, as matured as you are. That is why when Nigeria government contracted Berima to blackmail Biafra movement, the same man secretly go and join a Berima. He secretly go and join a Berima. When I discovered it, I called him. I said, see, I shot screaming. I said, are you not the person that participated in this meeting? Is it not you? Is it not you? He was shocked. I said, why I'm telling you this thing is this. Anywhere you enter, I pop there. So anywhere you enter, IPOP is there. Is it not you? So you are among the people who want to scatter the Biafra movement so that you will remain under your celestial nonsense. Isn't it? So I say freedom now, religion is more important to you than freedom. I said, see, do you see what I'm talking about? I talked to him. He couldn't give me he couldn't answer. I say after today, if I talk to you, if you don't like the way I talk, block me. Because people like you don't even deserve to come near me. If all of you go and write it somewhere, If any time Bola Tinubu left that place, which they selected him and carried him, put there, any day he left there without freeing the Yoruba is finished. Every Yoruba should go and write today's date down. They are finished. And this is why we must not allow our politician to give us high grade of chain. Because anybody that is coming there is going to double your chain. They are not coming there to do. Let me tell you the two signs that will make you to know that Nigeria can never work. You see, 24 hours electricity can never work in Nigeria. It is a projection by the slave masters. It can never work. And there will be no any law that will put Nigeria police and army into order. Not to harass you on the road, not to rob you on the road, not to extort you on the road. Can never happen. These are the two signs. So anybody who is coming to say it is their turn, I want you to be smart enough to act to confront that person. Sir, man, can you do this two things? If you don't do it in the next 6 months, because let me tell you something, if a country want to establish 24/7 electricity, it doesn't take that country 3 months. We are talking about this is a country that has the resources. It doesn't. They will tell you that it take 2 years on a lack. Tell them that I say so. If they take 2 years, if they take 1 year, that is the signs of corruption. They don't want to do it. Confront that man, confront that woman, and ask if he entered here. If you does not give us electricity, 24/7 electricity, after 6 months, what shall we do? What shall we do to you? Use your hand and tell the world what we should do to you. If you enter here, you do not call army back to barracks because army is supposed to remain in barracks. In this country, where I have lived for years now, I have never seen army on the road. Army is meant to. I can only see them when I am passing at their headquarters, at their barracks. If I'm driving through that place, I can only see army standing. They stand on their gate, some stand on their fence. What you see on the street of developed world is police, 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 police. Army only come out to help for emergency. And that emergency is not a crime emergency. It is disaster, maybe natural disaster. That time that they have flood, it is army they call. Army go there because police is busy. So that is the work of army. Army will go there and see those people through. Those affected area, flood affected area, all those things. Or there's wildfire. Army will go there and ensure that the people there are protected. That's the work of army. So you ask that person, are you going to return all the whole army back to barracks? If they say yes, if they tell you no, which means they are not ready to, that place is not ready to work. You ask the other one, terms of police, are you going to put a scam camera on the police shed that will be controlled by independent camera control institution to monitor the police, what they are doing on the street? And whenever that camera goes off, immediately it goes off, they know the person which his phone has gone off. They send the rapid squad to go and bring that person. To go and arrest the person and bring him to query institution. They will bring him and query him immediately. Why did you off this camera? What happened? What were you doing that made you to off this camera on duty? Because do you know why your politicians don't want to do all these things? Because police are the people who help them to kidnap small children for rituals. I'm telling you what I know. I don't know. I'm telling you what I know. I'm not guessing it. I've seen it. We have the experience. We know how it works. Most of people, all these children you see, mothers carry back children on the way. They will hear that they snatch the baby from the mother's back. Who are doing it is mopos. Mopo, army officers, police officers are the one helping the police to snatch those things. Is that the kind of society where you want to belong? Society of bloodthirsty society, where your politicians slaughtered human being with no remorse of any kind of. Now, let me review what happened in Europe. Where is those Benin haters of Ndibo? Where are them? They are Twitter now is very calm. Where is that Ekberima called a very dark boy? Have you seen him speak? Let me tell you something. When I tell you something, I will give you an example of who they are. You see, government agent is always good. God always expose them with something. I think he have been speaking and speaking and speaking. When it happened to his own city, have you all of you asked him, why do you silent? So, which means this thing that Lion Man said that you are is what you are. Right from time. When I say, where did that man, I look at it. I call one of my friends in police. I say, who is this guy? Is he a police officer? They say, no. I said, okay. I call one other one in army. I say, he say he's following the guy, he's seeing the guy on the internet. I say, please try and search out who this guy is. The day he was confronting the police officers on the road, insulting them, I say, call that guy, follow that guy, find out everything about that guy. Until they say that he's a government agent. I said, okay. I thought as much. You see, if he dare speak in defense of Edo people, he is finished. You are going to see how he's going to ramble his mouth. Going to ramble in the way, what they did is very wrong. What they did. Let me tell you what happened in Europe. Those people you see that the group of youth and the vigilante group who kill, they are terrorists. They are not, no single Hausa is there. Nothing like Hausa hunters. Go and call the Hausa youth. They confirm it. They are not, they don't, that's why religion is very bad. Now, do you see how they manage? All those Hausas who have embraced Islam, all this Fulani imam, because there is no Hausa imam who can lead prayer. Go and ask anybody. No Hausa who can lead prayer in the land of the north. Doesn't exist. People who lead prayer is the Funanis. Go and make research of what happened. Research. But look at how they are imam, because they want to perfect that particular mission. Look at how they went to mosques and tell those brainwashed religious bigot. Look at how they went there and tell them that the Easterners, they did not call them Edo. When it have happened for their mission to be accomplished, they now tag Edo people into Igbo. They say the Easterners kill the Hausas, hunters. Now, if you are very sensible, I want to ask you something. Can Igbo man go to Kanu to go and hunt with a gun? Can Igbo man enter box, carry gun in their group? They say, because we have hunters. You now say, okay, we want to go and hunt in Kanu or Zamfara. You see, I hate nonsense. Can it happen? Can a Yoruba man or a Yoruba man from Ibadan or a Shakiri or anywhere carry gun all the way from Ibadan, Ogun State, Osun State? He now carry gun now to Calabar. He say he want to go and hunt. The problem you people have is that your politicians are evil. Your politicians are evil. Your pastors are evil. These are the two people killing you. Your pastors and your politicians are evil. So Yoruba man now will now carry gun all the way from Ilorin. He want to go now and hunt waiting in Abia State. Is that what you're telling me? Is there no bushmeat in Yoruba territory? Is there no bushmeat in the north where the hunters can hunt in their own territory? Uromi have been suffering from Fulani attack. Nobody know. If they plant cassava, the Fulanis will pull it out and feed their cow. This is what Uromi people have been suffering. But look at how I was forced to go into investigation about this thing because we want to tell the world the truth. But if it is this bastard, all these morons, all these sons and daughters of bitch in Benin, the next thing they will do, as far as Igbo, they have killed people. They have killed them. Why did they kill them? Did you see any of us condemn? The only thing we said, no. Jungle justice is very bad. It's condemnable. I personally condemn jungle justice. But I strongly believe it's the negligence of the politicians over the lamentation of Uromi that lead to this anger. What the Uromi youth did was retaliation, not even attack. Fulani have attacked them. They now retaliated out of anger. Are you hearing me now? What they did there was a retaliation of what had been happening in Uromi. And which can happen to anybody. Because when justice is not being dispensed for somebody who needs justice, that person is qualified to take law into his hand. Go and put it anywhere in the courts. If you have any female child or any sister in your family, and somebody raped that sister of yours or that daughter of yours, and they report to the authority, and the authority did not arrest the raper, and they punish that particular rapist as according to the law. Let me tell you something. As a brave man, you have every right to acquire ammunition to go and hunt that particular rapist down. Then when you do it, you go to court, you defend yourself, they will release you. Look at what happened in US recently. A little girl of 7 years old, is it 7 or 9? No, I think 8 years old. A small girl. The mother went to supermarket to go and buy something, buy television, bringing out the television from this thing. When she was carrying the packet of the television, rolling it on that roller to come out. Women, the receipt of the television fell down. The woman didn't know. And getting to the gates of the supermarket where she want to roll this thing into her car, the security there confronted her because the rules and regulations of that supermarket, if you buy, they will control it at the point of exit. They will control everything. They will look at the receipt to see if he paid or not. The woman searched this thing, searched, he didn't find it. The woman left the television there with the security and go inside. He met with the person who sold the television, the cashier, where she paid the television for. And the cashier confirmed that this woman paid. Madam, how did you go? He said, how this receipt disappeared? That's why sometimes there are people who just hate people for nothing. Cashier turned the computer and showed them, look at it, she paid. Allow this woman to go. The security, police arrive. The security call police. Emana o nwere ndị lara ọrụ iberibe. O nwere ndị Chineke na-akpọ ọkụ. Chineke na-akpọcha anya kpọọ ha ọkụ na ndụ ha. When the cashier have confirmed that this woman paid, why can't you allow this woman to carry this thing go? They call police. When police came inside, Madam, where is your receipt? The woman explained everything to them. They say she's not taking the television out. Out of anger, the woman said, no, I'm taking my television. I pay for it. She carried the roller. She want to go and put it in on the car, inside her car. Everywhere that is racist everywhere. There are people who just see you, they will want to act evil. There was a very high argument because it's a black woman. The police officer hold the woman on the neck and throw the woman on the floor. Hook the woman there. The woman was shouting, I want, you will kill me. I don't want to die. You are suffocating me. And the little girl knew where the mother kept pistol inside the vehicle. As the mother was shouting, I need help. The small girl went to the car and pulled the gun. Point it at the police officer. Leave my mom. Leave my mommy now. The gun is already loaded. Leave my mommy now. The police officer continued. The woman shouted again, though the girl released the gun on the face of the police officer. I shot the police officer dead. Everywhere scattered. And immediately she shot that gun and see that the police officer, he dropped the gun on the floor. The other police officer, they rushed the small baby, carried the girl. Security carried it. At the end of the day, this now warrant them to go and search for camera. What happened to that woman? What happened? What kind of devil is this? They went and searched and saw the time that woman was that the thing fell. The cleaner came there and cleaned everything into the dustbin. Wow. That was when they would go and roll the camera and find out everything that happened. Everything, the argument, everything they did was recorded on camera. They took the woman to court, took the baby to court for murder. The judge, after watching all the whole scenario, what happened there, that is what they call giving justice. Peace will reign. The woman discharged the woman and the child and acquitted. Go home. the police officer deserved the death because the police officer worked based on the hatred. That was what the judge read. What I'm seeing here is pure hatred. And it must not be encouraged in the United States of America. They were discharged and acquitted. So what happened in Europe is equal to what happened in that US incident. Arresting the leader of the youth and arresting the vigilante shows the complicity of these people called their politicians. That means they don't know what they're doing. These are the Fulanis who are terrorizing the community, who are destroying their farm. So out of anger, and they even stabbed. When they were controlling it, one of the terrorist Fulani brought out knife and stabbed as the owners of Nigeria now. As owners of Nigeria. He stabbed a spear knife on that guy. I thought, oh, that's where the Russian came in from. Another way for them to gain sympathy, they now say it's Hausa hunters. Where did you see Hausa hunters? Do you see why I said that your politicians are their problem and their religious leaders, they are their problem? How can somebody left his own territory, he want to come and hunt? We have hunters here in Brazil, Hunters Association. They wear army uniform, but they are hunter, they call them Hunters Association. Do you know how they do? São Paulo hunters have their own union. Other states hunters have their own union. So does it mean that Nigeria does not have Hunters Association? And this is the country you call a country, because all this is supposed to be. What this is supposed to be. All this is supposed to be. So Nigeria is without Hunters Association. Then, if there is, if I don't know, maybe there is. If there is, does Edo State Hunters Association invite the Fulani hunters to come to Edo State? That make them come to try say that hunters in Edo State? Did them officially invite them? If the answer is no, what are they doing in Edo State with gun? In someone's community. And this is the same community that the community have suffered several attacks from the same people. Do you see how smart Funanis are? And the Hausas coded it immediately and said, come. But the problem, when one of the Hausa guy, I was talking to him, the problem is, he said the problem is those their brothers who go to mosques. Do you see what I'm telling you about religion? The man said the problem is, I said, you don't go to mosques. He said, no, he said, stop many years ago. He said, stop. They have gone back to, he said that is something that their father used to pray. They used to pray. And they say, they have gone back. I said, so you people have the way of, he said, yes. He said the problem that is facing the North is the remaining Hausas is those ones who frequent mosques. He said, if you know what happened now, the Fulani Imam will tell them to go and start killing the Igbos. And they will go. What I want to say on this issue, any Igbo man that died in this incident of Edo, because Edo people, they say that we need to be slaughtered. Edo youth say that we, the Igbos, need to be slaughtered in Nigeria. Now that it has happened in their own state, And the Fulanis now are now targeting the Igbos. So, in other way, we will look into this matter. If it is set up by the Edo politicians asking their youth to kill the Fulanis in Edo State in order way to be able to kill the Igbos in the north, we will find out. Every death that will occur here, we will retaliate them. It's going to be retaliated. This is on camera. Underline my language. Any deaths of any Igbo person that occur in this incident, if this time around, I want to know if the politicians are real men or if they are idiots sitting there parading themselves as a politician. Let the politicians make it to the Nigerian government to understand. Any Igbo man that died in this incident, the death will be retaliated. It will be avenged. Enough is enough. This Igbophobia is completely enough. This Igbophobia has come to an end. And the church Soludo, if you know you hired Osore to Kubo terrorists, they call private army into Anambra State, walk them away from that territory immediately. Soludo, walk them away from Anambra State. If you don't have the youth, if you don't have enough youth to do your nonsense, you call whatever your security you call, then return your children to come and do the work. Anambra youth, anywhere you hear Asawana, Anambra youth, anywhere you hear Asawana in Anambra, you hear Asawana, you people should gather yourself, you should mobilize yourself, make sure that those men does not live there, does not leave that place alive. Anywhere you hear Asawana in Anambra, take them out, take them away, take them down immediately. Anybody who wants to be killing the Igbos must not. Osere Dukubo say he will slaughter the Igbos. So anything that attached to Osere Dukubo is a disaster in Igbo land. It is time we need to stand up very tall and let the enemy, whoever that have profiled themselves as our enemy, because we don't have enemy. We are peace-loving people. If you accept the peace, you share the peace with us. If you accept our love, you share it with us. But if you said it is hatred, we are going to double it and visit you. Enough is enough. This nonsense of Igbophobia, left and right, front and back, has to come to an end. It has to come to an end. The blood of Igbo youth have become a blood that people can waste at any moment in the same one Nigeria. Anambra youth, put your eyes down, put your ear down. Anywhere you hear Asawana in your state, go after them. Asawana. For where? What is the name of the private army? Give us the registration of that private army. I have requested for this thing. Nigeria is heading to what they are. Do you understand? Did you understand that? Somebody said they have private army. Approved by who? By Nigeria government? Where is the registration of that private army? And if you want to issue a certificate of private army, it should be a former kidnapper, a militant who hold white people ransom and take money, who have kidnapped Nigeria forces and take money. Is that the such person you will have to issue certificate of private army? Because he promised that his private army is for purpose of killing the Igbos. That was the reason. He is allowed. He told them that this is for Igbos. He want to use it to wipe the Igbos out. So, all our politicians should be very careful. Our politicians should be very careful. The blood you are wasting in our land is become unbearable. The blood of innocent Igbo youth you are wasting on daily basis is become unbearable. Because they want to satisfy your slave masters. Is Nigeria moving forward? Nothing. Every day Nigeria is going backward. So Igbo politicians, Igbo senators know what is called in the constitution walkout protest. Humphrey Nwosu, you want to mortalize, you carry the bill, and the bill was flinged out of the chamber. Then at the end of the day, you turn around, you walk away. So why can't you walk away protest in demanding for referendum? Thank God. When I say this thing, one man called me one certain time and said, Lion man, what is the meaning of walk away protest? That he had it. I'm saying it in my program. I say, so Oga, where do you live? Say you live in Germany. I say, make your research on your. I say, these days, Google is helping everybody. In politics, is there anything called walk away protest by the lawmakers? Now, let me tell you, let me say now. Nigeria can never, in a constitution, Nigeria can never function if one region is not appearing in that chamber. Youth, I am opening your eyes now so that no politician will give you excuse and tell you, because that is how they have been deceiving you. They will tell you, no. You see Nigeria as it is now. Eh? Let's say the largest senator is coming from the north, according to their projection. Eh? Let's say it's only two that come from the eastern region, which is Biafra land. Let's say, they do know why I reduce it to two, to tell you how politics function. Let's say it is only two that is representing the easterners. If those two senators that is representing the easterners are not available, Nigeria will stand still. That is constitutional right. Nigeria can never work. That administration will stand still until they go into resolution of what makes these people walk away from the chamber. So Igbo politicians telling you that it's difficult for them to demand for referendum. If they raise the bill, if they raise the motion, they will not pass it because the finance are the much. Is a lie. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Is a pure lie. The problem you people have is these people that school in Nigeria, the problem they have is they don't know what they went there to school. They don't learn anything. That's why when they come to abroad here, they become the white people begin to see them as very foolish. Imagine somebody who brought out university certificate, he doesn't know anything. You begin to ask yourself, Greek University. Greek University. The university graduate that believe that a virgin will give birth. University graduate that white people never believe. Majority of the whites who are Christian will tell you is a lie. This one is a lie. I have a friend who is a pastor, a white man. He will tell you a lie. If that particular passage, do you know what the man told me one day? He said the person who wrote this must be a typical liar or a drunkard. This particular passage. He said God is the God of process. And it's true. I have said this in time number. God is a God of process. There's nothing like mystery, manna. No. If you want food, you go and plant, you go and do farming. When God want to bless that seed you planted on the ground, it will make the harvest come abundantly. That's what you call miracle. It has process. The process is that you have planted. That is the process. And you now wait for God intervention for miracle. You want to become a medical doctor, you must go to school and read medicine and study medicine. After you study medicine, you go more, attend more courses. From there, you become a best doctor. God will now intervene and make you find favor in that field. You become the best doctor. But there must be a process. You want to go into production, you acquire skill. Go into production, manufacture something, introduce it into market with best quality. Then you now ask God for intervention, for recommendation, for people to recommend this thing. And as soon as people begin to recommend it, that's the God's intervention. That is the miracle. There must be process. So the Igbo governors telling you, the Igbo politicians, senators, and the House of Reps telling you, because sometimes when you call them and tell them, why you people are not, because I know one of them who always talk to me. I said, what is happening in Abuja? Eh, ịmara ndị a karịrị anyị. Ekwuo ndị Fulani agaghị ekpe, ndị Yoruba agaghị ekpe. Agbago m ya, ịma, well, most of them they have a listening ear, especially the person telling them the truth. The man always, I don't know. Even many times that I quarrel with him, at the end of the day, he will call me. He will call me. I thought that the way I have handled him by now, he will hate me. But that shows that that shows that he have a heart of truth. Sir, what is happening that you people don't want to demand for referendum? That you know that is the only thing that will bring peace and tranquility to everybody in that zone, in that territory called Nigeria. Why? Why is the politician not demanding this? Either Yoruba politicians demand it or the Biafran politicians demand it. I say, forget about the Northerners. Because these are the people who are benefiting from the rotten system of Nigeria. So why can't people say, nah, this people, if you raise the motion, you will not get the vote. I said, then you apply other method. He asked me which other method. I said, walk away protest. Doesn't he exist in your law? He says it exists. I said, then what is holding all of you? Imana, it's the youth of these days that I'm blaming for all those errors. All these bloggers now, all these content creators, most of them don't know what I'm talking about. All the in the media doing, most of them now are going naked. I see a matured lady wearing only pant and bra. Igbo lady wearing only pant and bra, acting as if they are quarreling with a young man. They are putting it on media in order way to gain people who will comment so that they will go and cash out in the bank. Now, tell me the kind of society we are going to build in the next 30 years. All of you should tell me. And all these people doing this thing, because the two religions that rule in Nigeria is either you're Muslim or you're a Christian. At the end of the day, I learned it on the religion. Those who are stealing from Nigeria government, either they are Christian or they are Muslim. And in the Christian book, Bible condemns stealing. In the Quran condemns stealing. That's to tell you that religion is very is a deception. Are you getting my mathematics now? You are senators in the House of Assembly, in the Senate House. You are lawmakers in the House of Assembly. Either they are Muslim or they are Christian. And these two religions condemn stealing, condemn killing, condemn evil. Why is this so much evil among them? Is it not the time you're supposed to rethink as a human being and say, these two religions, they have problem. These two religions, there is problem in these two religions. There's something that will be occurring. You will sit back as a human. That is why God created you. You sit down, you sit back and say, no, there is error here. Let us find out this error. Because when I heard that, the whole corruption, the whole looting, this one, Abacha was a Muslim. Babangida was a Muslim. He's a Muslim. Jonathan a Christian. Obasanjo a Christian. But Obasanjo still. Jonathan still. Osubanjo Christian. Osubanjo still hell. Ozokoshi. Ozorogogo. A pastor for that matter. Now you like ask yourself. So this thing they are reading, which means there is something behind it that you don't know. This one that is reading Bible, which means this Bible he is reading for being in position to act that way of criminality and the evil, which means this thing that is reading. Let us look into that book. Is this book true or this book lie? Oh, Yusuf, you be Muslim. Why did you steal billions and billions and billions? Let us look into this Quran. This Quran, is it truth or is it a lie? That's what makes you a human being. They have been lying to you. We can't do anything. We can't do anything. But there is something they call walkout protest. If all the senators and the House of Rep members demand for referendum in Nigeria chamber and the bill was thrown into the dustbin, all of them go home without appearing in the Senate and the House of Rep until that matter is resolved. All of them go home Walk and never to near premises of that place. Never. All of them walk away. Nigeria will not function. That is the constitution. Nigeria will stand still. Go and ask professional lawyers. Nothing. President cannot conduct ruling. Everywhere we Tinubu will be stand still. International community will intervene. What is happening? The Igbo, the Eastern regional politicians, all of them will say we want referendum. In the less than 3 months, referendum will be announced. So the death that is killing you as a Yoruba man who is lamenting and crying, the Yoruba man who lost his wife inside the vehicle, take heart, my brother. Take heart. I cried with you. Even I cried more than you when I saw that video. It's a heartbreaking time for you. But what killed your wife is negligent of responsibility of government. So know it that the death of your wife is one Nigeria as a result of one Nigerian. So those who don't want their wife to die pregnant in future, because you go carry her for car now. Did you have ambulance? No. You go carry your wife for car now. That car you carry her, do you have oxygen in that car that will sustain her to the hospital? Maybe if God want to show you one Nigeria in a hard way, there will be hold up on the road. That's how people die in Nigeria. Going to I remember when I carry one lady from Egbeda, we were heading to Ikeja General Hospital because the father told me that the lady is very down, is very sick. Then carry this lady and go and drop inside church and be praying and be praying. I don't know what happened. The father that day called me. I was coming from Keja. So, I will pass Egbeda to Igondo, where I live. He called me. I said, okay, sir, I'm coming. Let me branch you in your place. As we go there, as I enter there, he take me to one church near their house. As I see the lady, I said, even the pastor said they have prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed. Nothing is working. I said, what is the problem of keeping a very sick girl like this in the church? You say money. Say money. I said, okay. Not be today. I they try, Sha. I they try. Maybe that's why God keep me alive. I look at the whole thing. If you see this, if you see the girl was just breathing like this. The first thing, as somebody who have experience, the first thing I say, do we have anybody with ambulance here? Should I call ambulance? He said, no ambulance. I said, because this person I'm seeing here can give up at any time. He can give up at any time. I summon courage. I say, put her inside the vehicle. Let me drive them let us try our luck. The man of God, the pastor enter. The father enter. We move. Unfortunately, yeah, they say, hold up. Hold up along that Ikeja. Dupemu Ikeja. Very tight hold up. If you now enter inside that estate, I have to talk to the security. enter that inside the yesterday, pass through Michael Okonkwo church. I talked to the security. I said, please, emergency inside this vehicle, please let us, because this would not, the security allow us. No, the security try. I have to enter that inside that estate, bust out to the other gate of the estate that link to Michael Okonkwo's, what is the name of that church? Trim. I bust out there to come out for that express. But still, hold up, I still need over. Before we reach that Kejonda bridge, the person we carry inside the motor don't go. They get that. So we continue going. But why we are going there is to run doctor test to see if anything can be, if it can be revived. At the end of the day, he died. So we deposit the girl in the mortuary. I go back. This is how people are dying in Nigeria. But that girl with that breathing, when I saw, that's why I cried. I experienced such thing. That's why I cry when I see that man try to console the wife. The wife was breathing like this. I said, hi, God. Oh, Lord. This is the work of ambulance. And still, nobody want to shake body. Dead body in Nigeria now has become nothing before the people. Dead. People see it as normal thing. Excuse me. People now see it now as normal thing. If nobody have value for life any longer. What our senators and the House of Rep, if they want to tell us that they are not complicit to this evil that's happening, and I don't know what they are waiting for. Is it until the jihadists run over everybody? Now they will not jet away with their jet. Because people who will suffer it is ordinary, it is the poor ones. Because they will use their private security to run away, try to run to a place where they park their private jet and jet out. That's what they're going to do. At the end of the day, exactly what happened in Afghanistan. The big men run away. Some of them that have the helicopter, they use the helicopter, fly away, and abandon the poor. But glory be to God that the people who took over Afghanistan are the indigenous people of Afghanistan. Now, they took over. Today, Afghanistan is going out of poverty. Although that those who have took over, and they make the life of their citizens very better now. Afghanistan is developing very fast. As I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. They are developing very fast. Mazi.
Hello, Lion Man.
Yeah, ndewo sir.
They will have cake man.
How the man? Cake you remember. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, go ahead. You're on live, I'm on live
Yes,
program. Yeah.
Yes, I know. I've been listening to you and watching. Your program today is full of information, very full of information, And I advise everybody that's listening to this program today to share this program. It's very important. This time I'm on email now. If you are an IPOB member in the media, make sure you share this program on your platform for everybody to listen and watch. Thank you, Master Lion Man.
Thank you, sir.
Just like you're saying about the guy that died before, the guy that died before you could get to the Ikeja General Hospital. Is it not the same thing that is happening into our Igbo people? In the Igbo, here maybe we're going to find it very difficult to understand the system and now. It's not that they don't know what we are going through in Nigeria. Okay, just take for instance, every time we have a fire disaster in Onishaman Market, and we have billionaires in Anambra State. We have multi-billionaires in Anambra in the same market. People even have a shop in that market. What is the distance between the river Niger and that market? And for them to pack water from that river Niger free into the main market and do the substation of fire service there. What stopped them from doing that? But every time they'll be shouting, fire, fire, fire. When I look at the idiocies, most of us, what they are doing, I say, in your hands will be more time. Our Igbo politicians, not that they don't know anything about to work out. They know, they understand it. But their fear is how can IPOB has gotten into the veins of Ndibo. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is being seen as a new leader after M.I. Opala and Akanibi and them. That era is gone. But this other one we have that served the military and still serving the retired generals, they are full bunch of criminals. They are a bunch of criminals. They did not go there for Ndibo. People like Oduduwa, Carlo them and Hopus of them, urge them. These people did not go there for Ndibo. They go there to join, to share that which belongs to all of us. That is why they are there. And they are not expected to do anything because they are now afraid of Mazin and the Carlo. Where did he come from? How did he manage to build up IPOB? How did he manage to, who are these DOS people? Who are these people giving instruction? The Ndibo is into now. They are so afraid of the system of the kind of set up, the social and the kind of set up. And look at no media can do what you are doing today. This information you are passing out today, there's no media in the whole of Igbo land. We carry all the evil that is going to what the Fulanis are doing in Igbo land. No media in Igbo land can carry it out. If not IPOB social media, if not IPOB, how will our people get the information? How will our people know that the Fulanis are out to destroy us? How will we know that as Dokubo and Zodima and Soludo have gone out to destroy and kill Igbo youths? How would they know? But because of IPOB, in March, in Igbo, now what has here now bit by bit. But it's so unfortunate that Hopus of them now this boy and Cubana chief priest and others has all the content creators and they are not on social media and Igbo. They are bought them. The annoying part of it is that this boy could go for Namazin and the kind of Colin the kind of Kuegu.
Sir, let me shift in on that. Let me just come in on that issue of that boy. You know, I kept quiet. I had information this guy secretly joined Ekperima. That was 2022. November, precisely November. That was the first approach they made towards him. And that approach, they offered him 1.6 million naira, 2022 November. Are you hearing me? They said they're going to give him 1.6 million naira. Then that discussion stopped. He was somehow afraid. You know what I mean? So, 2023, he accepted money from them. And he went into studio, prepare music with Simon Ekpa name. Then he asked them to pay him 3 million naira, which I don't think they paid. He hold that music. He hold back that music. He did not. And they were asking him to release that music before they will pay him. That they need to replace Simon Ekpa in the position of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know what come over him. He hold on that music. That was when the other one they call Josh M Josh. I think you know him. M Josh.
Yes, the M Josh, yeah, M the one that play M Josh, the one that play like fella.
Yes. He rushed into the issue and took $600 from them. Ndị amaala nji record ha. He took $600 from them from Ekperima. And
Okay, let me tell you something. The time I started noticing that Onyeka, whatever they call him, says the kind of Madigo, the kind of that came in first. When I started noticing him was when he demanded for the DOS to compensate him for that particular music. We asked him, we are in a struggle, we are in a battlefield. Who are you expecting after Prince? The Prince Nigerian the kind of so why don't you? We are sitting in the war. When the war is over, everybody will rejoice. Your music will be one of the best, number one in Igbo land.
okay.
But he refused. And you see, when they started that sit at home, you see how those bosses, you see him that gather in South every working for Simon. Those people see them that are coming to his house. He say every Monday sit at home. You see some group of boys, about 10 of them will gather with him. They say they are playing ball and I live in Lagos. I live in Najikun. I grew up in Najikun. I know what that stuff is all about. Those boys are these boys that you see that they are committing all this crime in Anambra and Imo State. What they come there to do, they do a head count. I know that those who have been killed and those who are still alive, he is the one holding the account. Ngozo Rabeze and Simon.
Thank you very much. Elder, please stop. Don't go too deep. Don't go too deep. Let
me go to
no. Don't, please, for him, for his own side, don't go. He's a small boy. Don't go too far. I have written something on Facebook, but many Biafra don't know what that guy have committed. But you know, sometimes I allow people to bring themselves out. I wouldn't want anything to happen to him because as he stand now, I know he is under pressure. That thing you see, Mazen Nandekano court is approaching. That's why they told him start doing the job to tag Mazen Nandekano together with Simon Epa. It is a command given to him.
Yes, he's a new agent now.
Yeah, it's a command given to him because of commitment he had, because those people too have the evidence of him. Like what you said, like that those boys that always surround him now, that time, those boys that always surround him, none of them is alive. Or is only one. Is only one that escaped death. Because all of them went to work with a experiment and they have gone all of them down. It's only one, and that one is in Ghana. That one who escaped is in Ghana. I just wanted him to.
Hold on. Let me do this warning to him and those who are around him. We are still going through that pain. We are still going through that pain. If anything happened to Madabuchi Wachiku, anything happened to Madabuchi Wachiku, that boy will run away from Ebola. You see, that boy and he came back. Anything that happened to Madabuchi Wachiku, fearless IPOB media warrior, any touch on that boy whatever they call him, and he can't go there. They will not live to see the next day. All his can go now. They will have to put that. Now that I said.
Exactly, because there is 2 missions they hand over to him. They told him to get them the in and out of this boy, of this man, Madabuchi. That is why.
That's their next target.
So the boy Abalanze Onyeka Okeke, all our eyes is on him. All our eyes is on him. Now that he has brought himself fully out and exposed himself because of the pressure they mount on him, I warned him earlier, 2023. I warned him. But maybe he has forgotten. I spoke with him when this music of a thing was going on. I said, You want to go and sing music for somebody who is working against Biafra. Do you want to go? He said no. He said he's not going to do it. But I said that he have already recorded the music and hold the music, but he don't want to release it. Why did you even accept to do the music? He was shocked. I said, why you don't want to release this music for them? He said that is exactly what he's contemplating. He said he's trying to know the consequences of this. So that's when I noticed that
they are trying to form a gang with this other this boy from Imo State, the guy again I say facing reality because I'm facing what then I assume nobody knows in a megina contibu. The people you are broadcasting on the phone, on your media. Now when they are Tishi, insulting the DOS, insulting people who are watching you. That's in their Tishi. And when the time comes, we only that we never had not secured the region. They'll be called marshal. I got send the message. The MP, the military police will come to your house and pick you up and come and tell us.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
tell us.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I mentioned you always mentioned everybody because you open up that platform and in on Italy, it's in on Austria, they broadcast stupidity, now insult your own people. Or take a time on the question. This is a reality. What reality? You know, when they have an issue because they decided to come onto your program to watch what you are saying. You know, come home, be have an hand issue. I can one issue. Let him know what is that his name again? What is that? Methuselah. Let Methuselah continue saying that let me leave it here.
Yeah, whatever anybody do is on record. That's most important thing. What anybody do is a record. You will answer for it when time come. They will answer for it when time come.
Because they decided to appear on your program and I think what man. The way you are going is not good. Man, it's not good. It's not good. In our condition, full of nation, never nation. In the Yoruba nation, so I want to talk. When we are doing good, everybody was applauding, everybody was promoting it. Now, again, decided to attack the DOS. The thing we are going to keep quiet and lie to attack the DOS. We know this. We know what he did for Roger Sokocha when he was in this in a and what I was his during the time of religious culture, I know he was acting like a capone. We know him very well. He should be careful. That I guess more money now. Right.
It is well. It is well. The only thing the people handling the Biafra music channel, yeah. The only thing I have suggested.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for what you are doing.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
I love the way you said it out. Biafrans are behind you all. I want you to no shaking.
Thank you. Thank you. No. So this is what we have been asking from our lawmakers. You don't need the approval vote for referendum to be announced. What you need is, we know that approval vote in the House of Assembly will not be possible. Approval vote in the Senate House will not be possible. We know that. The only thing you do, you raise the bill, you raise the motion and tender the motion. If they vote against it, all of you walk away, never to come back, and they will not seize your salary because Nigeria will not work again. That moment, all of you walk away from the House of Senate and the House of Representatives. Nigeria will stand still. No functioning again. That's the rule. Nigeria will stand still until there will be resolution on the way forward. That time it is called you people have pulled out. Which country? Later I will post the countries who have done that. Many countries have done that. I remember once at a time in Italy, I think is it 2005 in Italy, when a political party pull out from the Palazzo, Italia Palazzo. That time, Berlusconi was their prime minister, the late Berlusconi. Something, no, they were debating on the limit of those who can go jail, the age limit of jail term. I remember that debate. Because of the case the prime minister had, late Berlusconi had that time, there's one pending case they're accusing him for. So he wanted to manipulate the government to make it that anybody from 68 years of age, no matter what you commit, you will not go to jail. You will not serve in your house. You will not serve under house arrest. So he was pushing that because of himself. Then the other political party, when this thing gained momentum inside the palazzo, inside their debate house, the other political party, all of them pull out from the house of us, from the house debate house. All of them pull out. I forget the name of that party in Italy. All of them pull out. I think it's this woman party now. This woman that is their new prime minister. All of them pull out. Then the government stood still for many months. They didn't go back. They have to be calling them until they resolve to throw away that bill. That was when they come back. The government begin to function again. This thing is a strategy all over the world. So if the Biafran politicians from the Delta State, from Bayelsa, from Akwa Ibom, River State, Ebonyi, Anambra, if they want to tell their people the truth, we're exposing them now. I am opening the eyes of the youth now. There is no excuse. That excuse Senator Nyabari is giving is nonsense. You know, I told them that the God of Biafra will always bring them out. Humphrey Nwosu have brought them out. So when they walk away, I say, oh, these people, they know what I have been saying for over many years now. For over 6 years now, I've been saying this thing. Walk away. All of you, walk away from the house. So that the referendum will work. They will tell you, no, it's not that. Why make them walk away in a Humphrey Nwosu's bill? To neutralize Humphrey Nwosu, all of them walk away. That is where I catch them. I say, now all of you will explain that art. So you people know what is called walk away protest. I thought all of you don't know it. I thought you say your education is not up to that. You don't know that. Some of them go to school, they study government, but they don't know what is called walking away. They don't know what is called walk away protest from government house. To cripple the government for that moment. None of them want to work for you. They don't want to work for the benefit of the society. That is why all of them, they are evil from A to Z. I'm not excluding anybody. But I pity them because people will not suffer forever. Time will come one day. People will rise up in a revolution. If these lawmakers didn't apply their brain and they do something that will favor the masses, oh Lord, the kind of bloody revolution that will happen in Nigeria will be terrible. It will be one in this world that generation to generation will be describing how blood was flowing on the street of Nigeria. I pity all of them. Because the masses are going to cut them into pieces. Because these people, the masses now are choking. They are choking the people they are governing. They are choking them to death with that mess. And the day revolution will carry out, that's how the people will handle them with that mess. Since the demon in them don't want to say, deliver your people. Allow these people to breathe. Allow the people to breathe for once. That is my message to them. If they like, let them deceive themselves into 2027. The kind of bloody, the kind of bloody, the kind of blood that will flow in the street of Nigeria 2027 in the name of election. Hey. I pity the Yorubas. Yorubas will lose life because Fulanis are gathering momentum for them. The only thing where we save them is referendum. Either they agree or no agree, let the people who raise the bill walk away from the house. Let me see how Nigeria will work without them. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, these brokers have come to an end. I say, may Chuko Kikabiama be with all of us, guide and protect us. Please, wherever you reside, please always be law abiding. Very, very important. Be law abiding wherever you reside. And do not drink and drive. Don't drink and misbehave and drive and condemn other people's life and your own life. Your own life is important. Other road users' life is also important. Please, always be mindful of the life. Be the creator. Don't be the destroyer. Thank you, and God bless you all.